Episode 8. Episode 8 is going to be about a couple of things, but the first one is we gotta talk about baby facial expressions. They are hilarious, regardless how old your baby is. I would say minutes, hours at the most old. They usually start to make some form of expression. Most babies are not just little. They're doing something. Even if their eyes aren't open, they're smirking, they're frowning, they're crying, they're making facial expressions, and they are hilarious. We had one of our neighbors come over, and he was like, "I've been kind of watching her. I don't think she's made the same facial expression twice in the last 10 minutes." They got a million of them. Of course, I'm sure that's part of how your personality and your spouse's personality is, or whatever, because at the end of the day, they inherit personalities as well. But that being said, it's really funny. They don't do it on command. we were trying to get a photo of her smiling to send to our family, and we're sitting there, and like she'd be like, "You're like, man, almost got that smirk in there." And then she was like, she'd make a little face. She'd be like, and you're like, "Yes!" And the photo you get is this. You're like, okay, just be patient. You've got a lifetime with your baby. Cherish every single moment. Capture them all. Keep them for yourselves because they are precious and special. But baby facial expressions will always crack you up. I promise you. That's like half the fun of the baby, is just the faces they make. I asked my wife, because I was making these, and I was like, "Okay, well, what about you, Mom? You got anything special you want to say?" And she's like, "Breakfast." I was like, pretty sure I covered that. She's like, "Cover it again. It's very important. Because if I'm asleep in bed, I don't want to get up and go make myself breakfast." So tell all the people that are watching this video, the number one thing they can do for their wife is make them breakfast. Gentlemen, I asked and I received. So I'm just passing along the message to you. Make your wife breakfast. Make your girl breakfast and bring it to her in bed. Especially if she just had a baby, bring it to her in bed. Like the little trays off of the internet and anywhere else, they're like, you can buy them like $8. Okay? $10. It doesn't have to be the roses and everything else. I mean, let's just be honest. Breakfast might be 5 a.m. Breakfast might be 11 if you somehow hit that magic lottery. But the chances are you actually went to bed at 5 a.m. and that's why you're waking up at 11, because you just woke up enough to change a diaper and then roll back into bed. But either way, make your wife breakfast. Figure out what she likes for breakfast. If you like something, make sure your wife likes it as well. Because if you're like, "Bro, I have Lucky Charms every morning," and your wife is wanting waffles, I assure you, Lucky Charms will decorate your walls, and that bowl will be moving faster than the speed of sound, and will become a very deadly device in her hands when you bring her a bowl of cereal after she wants waffles. So, ask the question, guys. Number 3, give your wife a break, okay? Wives got it hard in the beginning, okay? Dads, we got our own way of, coping or going through our steps. Wife's got it hard because baby wants mom. Baby is probably getting all the attention from mom. Baby is getting all the food from mom. Mom wants to take a shower. Mom wants to change clothes. Mom wants to just go sit outside for 5 minutes. And you know what? It's not confidence inspiring, guys, when your wife's like, "Here," and you're like, "Please don't cry." It's that feeling of almost fear where you're like, "Okay, still getting used to holding baby. Okay, doctor said to hold the baby like this," and then all of a sudden the baby gives you one of these, and you're like, "Oh, don't drop baby. Keep baby close. I love you. Please don't cry. Just give me some time." And they're gonna scream. It's just inevitable. But it's not your fault, guys. I promise you. I've been through the emotional roller coaster ever since baby got here, because I am like, man, I love being a dad. love it the most. It is the best thing ever. I have traveled the world. I have had all kinds of cool cars, experiences, adventures. This is by far my favorite moment in life. Bar none. 100%. Okay? But that girl does not want to be in my arms sometimes for longer than literally like a minute. Like, it's enough to like pass her off, and then mom's like, cool, just wanted to wash my hands for a second. And the baby knows mom's near. Baby's got super sense of smell. They know everything that's going on. Don't take offense to it, but help mom out. Holding the baby, loving on the baby, giving the wife a break. Even if the baby doesn't stop crying and you are doing your absolute best, but you took the baby for 30 minutes, you've given your wife at least mentally 2 hours of freedom by just doing that in itself. So take the time to give your wife a break, guys. I always say communication is key. Ask your wife what she wants. And don't just wait for her to like have that look on her face that's like, no one's coming to save me. It's just me and this baby here forever. Forever. No. Go over, if you see your wife looking a little tired, a little stressed out, be like, hey babe, you want me to take the baby for a minute? If she doesn't, she'll be like, no, I'm okay. Or baby's feeding, or whatever. But more chances than not, she's going to be like, yeah, I do. I want to go make myself a cup of coffee. I want to do it myself. Okay. Go make coffee, babe. Just me and the baby doing baby life. It's not rocket science, guys, but it is something that can be super overlooked. I'm here trying to help you win brownie points and just enjoy life a little bit more. And I assure you that will do it. Episode 8. Bye.